The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check safety. Check
20.
Alert flare. Spine.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Fresno. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. You got tape. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Set. Routine running. Check. Watch the before. Watch the run.
Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now this throw caught left side. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Check 8. Check 9.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's it, baby. 180. Check 53. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Under crush, under 20. Under crush. He's coming.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton, it's caught. Beckham. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Odell Beckham, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
2nd and 6. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First down, Dolphins.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
First down, Miami.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go now. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Squeeze, double. Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3. Hey, check 25, watch 25. Jim. Ready, go.
They'll run it it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Ready? Ready? Watching your five. Check right, check right.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the... The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They begin the drive on the ground. It's great. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Second and 5 now. Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check. 20.
It's a give to the right. Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Mike. It's set, but 8.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Here we go. Get it.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Newton dumping it off for Johnson. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this 1st half.
10 more yards. Complete to Kerryon Johnson.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check it out, read. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Motion, motion, reset, reset, reset. Anyway.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Miami.
Come on, set. Set it in. Bring it. Bring it. Watch twins. 1, 2, check. Cover. 22. Set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run on the draw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Patriots 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for this.
Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Newton now to throw. It's complete. James White. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the 50, Newton. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. That's taken in by Callaway. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 6. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a quick pass to Richardson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Switch!
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now back to throw, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Paul Richardson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though, such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Newton. Being chased out left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's got White here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On second down now, it's Johnson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Newton to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Touchdown, Patriots.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready? 55. Hey, eat. I got you.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your